Hello everyone, myself Jaya Agarwal, Assistant Professor Political Science, SPCGCA Ajmer, and I welcome you all once again in this video. And we are covering paper second of BA part second, that is Indian political system. And in this video we are going to study about Gandhi-Irwin Pact. What was the Gandhi-Irwin Pact? What were the circumstances this pact was done, and what were the features of this pact, and what was the outcome of this pact. So let's start. The first roundtable conference held in London between November 1930 and January 1931 could not get any fruitful result due to the absence of Congress. Without the presence of Congress, there was no meaning of such conferences. We all know about round table conference. Three round table conferences were there. All were held in London from 1930 to 1932, and and it was presided over by Ramsay MacDonald. And the first roundtable conference held in London, and it was not attended by Congress, or it was not there was no representation of Congress, as Congress was against all these roundtable conferences, and Congress boycotted these such conferences. Therefore, as we all know, roundtable conference was held uh, only to solve the problems of Indians, as per the British government. As per the British government, I am not saying about Indian opinion. I am not talking about the opinion of British government, and what was said by the British government then. So first roundtable conference, when the main part or main party was did not attend the conference, that in a, obviously it was useless for everyone. So the British government also felt at the same thing, that without, if Congress doesn't attend such conferences, there will be no meaning of such things to held. And therefore they came to they came to know about that they will have to, somehow they will have to uh, make Congress agree to attend such conferences. So Gandhiji was released from custody in January 1931 and began negotiations with the Lord Irwin aimed at ending the Satyagraha campaign. Gandhiji was in jail at that time, and soon after, the British government decided Congress to be presented in the conference. Gandhiji was released from jail, and negotiations were going there between Gandhiji and Lord Irwin, and a truce subsequently was declared, which was formalized in the Gandhi-Irwin Pact that was signed on March 5th, 1931. This is the date for Gandhi-Irwin Pact. That is, the date is March 5th, 1931, when Gandhi-Irwin Pact uh, took place. So salient features of Gandhi-Irwin Pact were, one by one we will see what were the features or what were the conditions of Gandhi-Irwin Pact. And on behalf of these features, Gandhiji or Congress took part in the second roundtable conference. First was Viceroy Irwin, on behalf of the government, agreed to release all political prisoners not convicted of violence immediately. Miss Irwin was ready at that time to release all political prisoners. I have emphasized here for all political prisoners. I am not talking about the person or about criminals or culprits of violence, or any type of other such crimes committed by them. We are only talking about political prisoners. Second one, government remitted all fines not yet collected. Third one, lands confiscated but not yet sold to third parties by government were to be returned to the peasants. Government agreed to show lenient treatment to all employees who had resigned. Indians were given right to make salt in coastal villages for personal consumption. All the emergency ordinances restricting public liberty were withdrawn. So these are some characteristics or some features of Gandhi Irving Pact, and the most important things were that all political prisoners were released, and Indians got the right to make salt in coastal villages for their personal consumption, and all the emergency ordinances restricting public liberty were withdrawn. Now Gandhiji attended second roundtable conference and represented the Indian National Congress in September to December 1931 in London. However, the second session or secondary this second session of round table conference failed to reach agreement. This was the outcome or result of second roundtable conference, that it could not get succeed, or it could not achieve the target which was earlier decided by the British government, and which was I must say which was a hope for the Indians, that if Indian representation is there, representation of Indian public is there, there must be something beneficial for Indians. But some deadlock, it was some like deadlock was there, and it couldn't get succeed. And although this is the most important thing is that Gandhiji attended second roundtable conference and represented the Indian National Congress in this conference. So this was Gandhi Irwin Pact. If we are going to conclude it, this is the thing that first roundtable conference, which was organized to sort out the problems of Indian administration, Indian ruling somehow, and it could not get succeed without the representation of Congress at that time. So British government played this such kind of an active role, and the British government released Gandhiji, and negotiations were there between Gandhiji and Viceroy Irwin, and they reached to this agreement.